Gunner uses the ship's dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Sorry
The
about
ship's
that.
gun, so it's like there's no specific class-based thing or your personal-based thing. Coordinator.
Looks like I'm still having internet issues. I can see you guys talking, but nothing's
Good
coming through
looking.
on my end.
Yeah.
Turn up your sound. Turn up your income.
It all came through at once. I got... Yes. Well, sorry about the issues. It seems to be working for this moment. We'll see how it goes going forward. Yeah, you'll have the audio at least.
Here, one second. Just gonna do that quick. Oops. We on the right screen.
Well, if he's got the audio, Eric, I can do the video part on my end.
Nope, sorry. I was
together
responding
later.
to Eric's message where he said he could record on his end. I said, well, you'll have the audio at least. I've got the video just fine. It's just occasionally you guys will all stop all at once, and then it'll come in as a jumble in like half a second.
Yeah, you're roboting
Now
right now to us, so.
Just like you.
Yeah, your outgoing is a bit like that too. But I'll just record on my end too, and then hopefully we'll not have too many issues.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Well, hey, how's it going?
Hi-ho.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, are we? You guys ready to start? You think?
Yeah. I
I believe so, because we ended with initiative last time.
I'm just gonna quickly. Well, if does anyone else want to read the session holocron recording?
Do I get my inspiration back if I do?
Well, you are full on inspiration, but I will give inspiration to someone who doesn't have it already. This session, Talus, I, E1, and Sheridan all have inspiration for translating the text on the front of the books. So Cody or Francis, if you want to read the synopsis of session 1, you can get inspiration for that.
I'll let Francis.
Where I was looking at spells, but okay.
Look in session holocrons on the Discord.
Session holocrons. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's like 3 books worth of writing. It's
I can
lengthy.
read it if you want to, but
It's your first time DMing, right?
yes.
Pull back some. You're gonna burn yourself out.
All right.
Can we start with the question? Does anyone not remember what we did last session?
I think I remember. I know I was drinking, but I don't think I was drinking that much. On the dawn of day 1, in the holocron recording of our adventure story, we find Keb, Aglia, Dash, Talus, and Siwix arriving at the scrapyard, unaware of the nature of the scrapyard or its purpose. But all of them are drawn to the area after recent demise of Sabdo City at the hands of the Empire. As they arrive at the scrap yard, they are marked as Red Crew, with red cloth scraps adorning their right shoulders. They are expected as the Red Crew of the scrapyard to put in a full day of work, of work for Poro Brina, the grand criminal scrapyard owner. That doesn't sound prestigious. He gives them instructions to collect valuable materials and items from the wreckage of Subdo City. Red Crew is told to locate the Gleaming Jewel, a modest and well-used transport ship. As they search the scrapyard for the Gleaming Jewel, they come across an E1 unit lodged in a pile of scrap. His original model number is scratched off, and senior member of the Grand... Wait, I feel it scratched off. And instead, the letters MA and written out reads MacArthur. The excitable droid is unwittingly hiding the entrance to a wrecked ship, piloted by Fruhe Oki, a senior member of the Grand Council of Subdo City. He enlists the help of the Red Crew to bring him back to find his mayor, Loe, and any other surviving members of the council. After asking one of the scrapyard workers, who can only be described as not an asshole, where they can find the Gleaming Jewel, they are quickly led to the rusted-out ship to begin their mission for Fruhe and to collect valuables for Poro Bren. They arrive at the council building to find two digging through the rubble. Upon Red Crew exiting the ship, the Doug became quite agitated and ran away, yelling, "Crimson Dawn, Crimson Dawn." Priya explains that the Red Crew was likely confused for members of the crime syndicate known as Crimson Dawn due to the red paint on the ship and red cloth around the shoulders. As they search the ruins of the Subdo City Council building, they find many treasures, weapons, and armor to bring back to Poro. Unfortunately, while searching the council meeting room, the E1 unit, E1 MacArthur, spontaneously explodes, hurting two of his nearby comrades, leaving the rest with looks of shock on their faces. No, I wasn't shocked. Coincidentally, the members of Red Crew seem to have gained some insight from this event and were now more experienced for having witnessed the death of such a close and long time friend. Really? Long time? Close? You're
Hey,
really pulling them
apparently
off.
we've got goldfish memories. 4 hours is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, especially since we've only been alive for 6. But the trouble didn't end there, for in the next room was discovered the dead body of the mayor. Frue seemed less distraught than one would think upon discovering the dead body of their superior. I thought he was like shocked and yeah.
He said,
That's how I remember.
"Oh
Okay.
no, my man! Oh hey, there's another E1 unit." He kind of just like snapped out of it immediately.
Okay, so I thought he went squirrel, but it's like he was performing in an act. Gotcha.
I was pretty
This-
pretty upset that he wasn't like, dude, this is your mayor.
Yeah, but I feel like he might have also assumed that he probably died. The spirits of Red Crew were quickly lifted when they found a slightly enhanced and green-tinted E1 unit named E1 Macbeth. E1 zipped over
Were
to the Red
spirits really
Crew
lifted
surrounding
though?
the body. What's up?
Were spirits really lifted though?
I know, that's
a
another
lot of
one.
importance to this
I was like,
droid.
okay.
This is where I'm fairly or unfairly steering the story, okay?
These
Yeah.
descriptions.
I feel like we might need to re-listen to the past audio because I'm remembering things really pretty differently. Suddenly, a large piece of rubble body as a hologram of the mayor's final words flicked to life. It was a trap. It was a trap. The mayor says
Trap.
as chaos ensues around him. Suddenly, a large piece of rubble falls and crushes the mayor's head. Well, if it crushes his head, then we wouldn't necessarily recognize him. I mean, besides clothing, but I feel like, come on, it's clothing.
I can tell you that Fruhade definitely recognizes him.
Okay. Restoring E1 to its...
You know a lot of his other body parts.
As the hologram flickers out, restoring E1 to its previous build, gaining the knowledge and equipment of the nearby destroyed E1 MacArthur. E1 Macbeth must have been very important to the mayor. The mayor even had astronomic armor designed especially for his trusty E1 unit. The Red Crew located the armor and in a locked chest found an elegant weapon for a more civilized time known as a lightsaber. It is very intricate and shines with a chrome finish. You know, we could sell this lightsaber and probably buy a ship, right?
Or we could take this lightsaber away and immediately get pinged by the Empire for being in cahoots with the Jedi, and then get tracked down and tortured to death. Also an option.
I would rather sell it.
Yeah, and some of us have a bounty on our heads, so let's not get the Empire's attention if we can help it.
Bounty, you say?
We could sell him and get a ship.
Yeah, there you go. Red Rose trusts the ring at the top near the emitter, and thin gold lines swirl across the length of the saber. The Red Crew continues to investigate and locate an insectomorph, which has been trapped in the meeting room. The insectomorph is caught by surprise and rears up on its hind legs when all of a sudden,
Ta-da.
I'm going to bring back up the initiative turn tracker. I did roll initiative for the insectomorph, and it was very dead last. So, yeah. So at that point, if you ignore the lies about the droid.
Were they lies, though, or were they fabricated half-truths?
You know,
questionable.
You know how we're writing this report. It's a, like I said, a holocron recap. So,
Hey,
here.
Cywix, I'm
The
not
droid
seeing
wrote
you
the
on
report,
the
that's what's going
turn
on.
tracker.
Oh no, really? I definitely rolled last time. I mean, I'd be happy to roll again because I'm pretty sure it was trash pandas. So.
Did you have the character icons or your icons selected when you
I believe
did the initiative?
Oh, I see your initiative. It was 8.19, so you were just above. Why don't you just roll it and I can change it and move you, I think.
That would be amazing. Let me do that then.
Because it says it right there after dash. So I don't know why you're not in there. Is Dash in
Roll
there?
20 is finicky that you've got to actually have the token selected
Dash
first,
is in there, yeah.
then click the initiative in the thing.
Oh, come on, guys! I could totally keep that one, right?
Minus
I'm
10.
going to move.
Minus 10.
Oh wow, that's kind of. Oh yeah, duh. I was going to say it's the same if you just take away the 1, but obviously the decimal is going to remain the same. So, moving on. So, at the top of the order is Keb. You swing open this door. It was locked, if you remember. The door swings open, and like I said, you're face to face with this insectomorph, which is the primary transport for the Dug on the planet. If they're not flying speeders and all the other stuff they do ride, but this is kind of more of a traditional mount for them. So yeah, it's surprised by you guys, so you do get a full turn, and then it's rearing up on its hind legs, kind of doing that. So
I'm going to be really boring and take a 5-foot step back and explain what I see to everyone else and hold my action until the thing attacks us.
anything else?
Because I don't want to be the first person to attack this thing.
All right. So then it is Dash. Is that your?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
1 second.
Oh, and I guess as part of my turn, I would be informing the party to this laser sword that I have that
Oh,
I can't really use. So it's
Okay.
available for the taking to anyone who wants to come grab it off of me.
I think I could. I think
Aglaia will
I
come
have
up,
that.
take it from you.
Let's. Do you want to do that when you get to your turn, Talus?
Sure. Or Aglaia, yeah.
Your Talus is technically just in the turn order first. So just up to you guys.
I think I got a weapon last time, but I didn't add it. Of course.
You got a chakram
All right.
That was
from that.
Talus.
Yeah, I got that. Was yeah.
Oh, am I responding to Cody and thinking it's Talus again?
That one was Francis. You.
Wow.
Sorry.
We are
I'll try to watch you guys' thing here.
not all white people are the same.
Hey, eyes up here. My eyes are up here. No need to be watching my thing.
Dash.
So I guess I don't have anything to attack with. So
Go punch it.
no. I'll stand in back and do a dodge action and ask if anyone has a gun.
Let's see here.
I know that we had
Where
an
are you-
extra blaster
where are you,
carbine floating around, but I didn't take that into my inventory, so I'm not going to give it to you.
It's probably over here if it didn't get picked up. There might be another weapon or two over there. Is that it for your turn, Dash?
Yeah, I can't do anything. Over where? I mean, if I can, I'll run to it.
Yeah, I think there's a blaster carbine over here in this chest, the
I'll
middle
run there.
chest, that wasn't taken by anyone.
I'll run over there.
Okay.
30. Take dash
Let me-
action. 60.
Running to get a gun.
I'm going to roll initiative for Fruhe. I forgot to do that. I'll make sure he's after Di.
Yeah, I can make it over there. I'll make it over there, get the gun, and get ready to come back.
Okay. For some reason, my character sheet for this guy is not wanting to come up. So, let me try this.
I swear I got one.
So is anyone gonna try talking to this thing first, or are we just gonna try and kill it?
I mean, they're technically beasts of burden, right? So they may be domesticated.
I'm sorry, Sai. It is your turn. If you
I'm gonna turn to Fruhay and grab onto his arm and say, "What is that? Do we need to be worried? Should we retreat?" And I'm just going to make my eyes really big and kind of hide behind him a little bit.
he's gonna kind of, just kind of pat your arm back and just say, "Calm down. It's just his mount."
So we don't need to be worried. This thing is safe.
Just don't spook it.
It's too late for that. Maybe you should try to calm it down.
Okay, on his turn, he will do something.
Oh, you're so brave. I'm so glad we have you with us. That'll be it for me.
Okay. E1 Macbeth.
I'm gonna run right up here, and take out my 2 vibro gavels and brandish them at the ready.
Excellent.
Wait. Last
Already
time we
in
had 2
attack.
of those, you blew up.
Step back.
Yeah, anyone take those away?
What's that?
Didn't we
The
take
last time
those
we
away?
had- Last time we had 2 of those, it blew up.
Yeah.
Don't hit them together.
This is a much cleaner unit. The other one was covered in oil. It was old. It was ready to go.
Questionable.
So
E1 is
I'll ready an attack.
okay. Sounds good. Talus.
Okay, so as my item interaction, I will take the item off of Keb, grab it
Okay.
off his belt. I will protect this for now and just hook it onto my belt.
Sending you a direct message, Talus.
Okay. Then
And you are going to be incapacitated for 1 minute.
Sorry, I gave you the pointy stick.
okay.
Oh no.
Oh, I am stunned.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I can send you the whole. Let's see here. Oh, geez. All right. So we can move on to
At least
Aglaya.
the exploding droid is in front of him.
I was gonna try and talk to the creature, but go ahead and kill it.
See, this will tell you gotta talk to someone first before you grab the big shaft he's got.
Oh, rule number 1. Come on.
We already saw him change clothes. We know it's not that big.
I still had underwear on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cody is having he's got a sore mouth, so you can text in Roll20 what you're going to do. I apologize if you're doing that already.
No, I was gonna type, but I wanted to walk up and take the lightsaber that was being offered.
Talus has this gripped in his hand and is
No,
laying on the floor.
I didn't mean surreptitiously. I meant go up on my turn and say, "Hey, I would like the lightsaber," and hold out my hand.
Talus does not respond.
He fell unconscious on the floor. Apparently, it was overwhelming.
It was over. What was overwhelming? Sorry, the insectomorph.
No, he grabbed the lightsaber from me, and when he grabbed the lightsaber, he just passed out.
Oh,
Grabbing the lightsaber.
Or
So
something,
he's
apparently.
unconscious for the next minute.
so my name in Discord is Tails, and I keep thinking that you're talking about me, not Talus. Okay, so I understand now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Talus's turn, Ryer's turn, and gosh, I'm just having a horrible time trying to send you a message, and it's so dumb to me.
Well, I'll just change my thing. I'd like to try to touch the lightsaber in his grip. Does anything happen when I touch it?
You've literally just seen someone pick this thing up and go into a catatonic state, and you're
Mhm.
going, hey, I also want that thing.
I also would like to go into a catatonic state.
Cody?
Yeah.
Cody?
I could see we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel of intelligent people with us in this
We
mission.
were also still hanging out with the robot that blew up on us in the first session, but I don't think
I mean,
anyone of
at
us
the
has
point here,
really thought.
Sai, do you want us to elope away from this party? Because I think you and I are the only intelligent ones we've got.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm very wise. Very wise.
Cody, you are also incapacitated for 1 minute.
Oh my god, you guys!
Maybe
You
that's
better
how we get past this.
Ruhe's got some miracle potion in his pants or something to calm this thing down.
All right. So he is going to walk over. He kind of gasps. He recognizes on the floor here, right next to the insectomorph, is the previous rider of this insectomorph.
That doesn't sound like it's a good thing.
Sorry. So he knows that this is actually the leader of the Doug from the Doug village nearby. He also knows, and I guess will relay to you guys, that they were trying to strike a peace deal between them so that there wasn't any more subjugation of a local species by the Grand.
They wrote a whole book on it.
I know.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
The
just volume
Grand-
1? Weren't there more volumes to it?
Well, there might be later. But yeah, it's kind of an outdated book. The Grand went around quite a long time. They're the white people of the galaxy. They just went around and colonized everything. They're like the Romans or whoever.
Yeah,
Anyways,
like
Hey, not
he
every white
walks
person
over-
went colonizing.
Western Europe.
what's that?
There are a few of us that were already colonized, like us Irish.
Yeah.
We never had a chance to go out there and try ourselves.
Well, the Irish did colonize parts of Northern Europe.
There you
Yeah,
go.
in 600 and 800 AD.
Maybe that'll be in one of the other books you guys find. So, Fruhe, he kind of like gingerly he's got his hands up and he walks around this insectomorph. There is on this body right here, he recognizes it as the leader. His name is Garmud Tillis. And the Doug have this small little belt. The Doug are very small, so they're only about 3 or 4 feet tall, and they're really skinny. So this belt he unclips from the waist of Garmud, and he sort of jingles it. It's got little leather straps that hang down with metal and bits of bone, and the specific sound lets the insectomorph know that the person riding it is the rightful heir to ride. I don't know. So lots of extra bits of stuff you guys don't need to know, I guess. But that's what I made up for this guy. So yeah, so he takes Garmud's belt. He starts shaking a little bit. The insectomorph kind of calms down. It can see that Fruhe is acting in its best interest, I guess. And
As the rest of us have, gavels apparently pointed at it.
Yeah.
You didn't attack it.
Yeah. So So I think the insectomorph is pretty much. His name is Branko, and So I don't know how much else to tell you about this guy. But you guys can ask Bruhe if you care to know more than that. So on the dead body here, you also see he's wearing sort of a golden helmet sort of thing. It's mostly just the top of his head. It's sort of a crown, but it doesn't have the same, fancy jewels and stuff like our kings would have. Also, when you come into this room, you see the rest of the chamber. Oop, I hit it all. That's the wrong thing to do. Reveal. I'm on reveal. There we go. So you see the rest of this council chamber here. This is where they would have their important meetings. At the time, the mayor was meeting with. Oops. Where's my? Oh, here we go. The mayor over here was meeting with Garmood, and they were trying to strike a deal. There's 2 guards over here, and another council member is down here dead. So that's what you see in this room here. And then, you've got Talus and Aglaya are incapacitated, kind of slumped against the wall over here.
Teleported?
That's what happened to them.
No.
They don't obstruct your movement at all. I just want to get them out of the way.
Well,
So,
I would like to see if they're still breathing, or have any other ailments aside from big stick envy.
they are still breathing. Their eyes are flickering in their head, almost as if they're having a very vivid dream.
You realize that thing could be coated in poison, right? I'm going to
I'm
triple
not
wrap
touching it.
I'm gonna triple wrap one of my claws in the skirt of my dress and reach out and try and snatch the hilt of the lightsaber with my wrapped hand.
I'm going to send you a direct message. No, just kidding.
Fall down.
No, that's fine.
I will point out, I apparently am able to grab this, so any poison probably does not affect amphibians.
So you can take that and stash it, in your pouch or whatever you're carrying, or you can just simply carry it in your hands if you don't have anything.
I'm just wearing a dress, but
Look,
I'll tie it
point it at your face and turn it on.
of my inner robing, making sure that it is not touching my skin.
Sounds good.
And then I'll give Talos a little tap tap tap.
Fruhe is going to walk back over to the body of the mayor. The insectomorph is turned, sort of just kind of looking down sadly at his fallen king here. Anybody else doing anything right now?
I'm going to search the council member.
Okay.
Laying on the ground?
Yep. So you're going to find a red cloak, very similar to the ones that the other 2 Gran are wearing. He has sort of a bronze-like cloak pin. Other than that, he really doesn't have anything on him. He's wearing, nice, fancy clothes. And that's it for that council member.
I'll take the cloak pin.
Sounds good. Dash, you got that gun out of there, correct?
Yeah. I added it to the sheet.
Sounds good. And then the rest of the chests are empty at this point over there. So
I love the idea that Dash is going to come back into the main room, see two party members like laid out on the floor, and just be like, and
Trust
start
me.
firing at it.
I thought about that.
There were, I remember there were actually 2 blaster carbines in that, and they were both full ammo. And I think that was what Keb and E1 located, but neither of them took.
Okay.
Did you take one, E1?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah. So there's if you care to,
Sure.
you know, take
It was
both of them.
blaster carbines, correct?
Yes.
I guess, you know what? I'm going to roll. I don't know if Dash would know what's going on. I'm going to roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. I have. Would I understand would I understand that everything's chill, or would I see party members on the floor laying there unconscious, creature that we were potentially fighting?
You would understand that. You can see clearly that the insectomorph has kind of disengaged.
Okay.
You can see in Fruhe's hand the belt. You don't know what it's about, I guess, but you can see that the insectomorph is calmed down. It's looking down, and there's, you've got your 2 party members here against the wall, slumped, and then you've got Keb and Sai, just there, trying to revive them or assist them.
What's going on?
Can I
What
go
happened?
search this body?
Yes. Did you have more, Dash?
I was going to ask, so what happened to those 2?
There was apparently some kind of toxin on the lightsaber hilt that our friend is immune to, but these 2 fell victim to it, and they have not yet awakened. So greed is what happened to them.
Do we know why you're immune?
Because I'm an amphibian, probably.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, that or it's just, the racial superiority of Moncals.
I would question that. Oh, Fruhe. I'm going to.
I'm supposed to be pouring whiskey in their mouth, not because I hit enter before I finished typing the line. I'm just dousing the whiskey.
I'm going to walk back over to Fruhe and grab onto his arm again and say, "You were so brave. If not for you, none of us would have made it out of there. That creature was so enormous."
As you walk up to him, you can see that he's removing the cloak pin from the mayor, and that's how he can tell that it for sure is the mayor's body, because there is a golden cloak pin. Well, actually, I'm going to throw in your handouts here an image of that. Not that it really matters
What
that
happened
much,
to
but-
your leader? What will you tell the others in your government?
It's a trap.
Oh, where is it here? Sorry. Apparently, I downloaded too many things today. It's hard for me to find them. But that'll be in the handouts at some point.
Sure.
Oh, there it is. So, I'm sorry, Sai, can you say what you said again?
I'm going to say, what a terrible thing to have happened to your leader. What are you going to tell your government?
Well, I'm solemnly going to have to take over the role as acting mayor, as there's no one else to fill the role that I can see here. He's
no doubt you will fill it admirably. You are very strong and brave and intelligent.
Can I do an insight check to see I want to see if this is part of his plan?
Sure. As Dash is eyeing him suspiciously, Fruhe is going to pin the pin directly underneath his. So he's got a bronze cloak pin, and then he's going to pin the other one directly beneath it.
Can I do an insight check on Sai to see if she believes any of the crap she's spewing right now at this guy?
Dash, you don't believe that Fruhe is lying or saying anything
Everything's
dishonest.
kosher.
Oh, let me. I'm going to reach up and remove the copper cloak pin and say, "You don't need this anymore. You are now the mayor." And I will like straighten it all up, and in the process, just like tuck the copper pin away for my own purposes, in case
He's
it comes
gonna
to me later.
stand up a little bit taller. So, Keb, you were trying to see if. Okay, and she's rolling into.
Sai believes the crap that she's spewing to this guy.
Oh no! This guy is some useful ass we found in the middle of a dank pile of trash. But he's the mayor now, and we are in the middle of nowhere with no resources. So this guy is a meal ticket. God damn it!
We have some resources.
Hey, I'm just getting a read on your character. You know, see how much my character's gonna believe.
Of course, I don't believe this shit. I'm puffing his ego so that he'll help us
yeah.
or me.
Yes, but
Ego successfully puffed.
Great.
The two party members now awake from their condition. And you guys can choose to approach that however you want to. Cody and Talus.
and I'm sorry, I didn't have very much money, so it's very cheap whiskey that you guys have been putting down your mouth.
Wow.
Yeah. What has happened?
Well, you grabbed the big fancy rod off my belt and passed out.
She will look over and see Aclea standing up. The creature.
Hey now, that's racist.
Not
I'm right here.
not you, the beast of burden. It did not attack.
No, apparently it's had to jingle some bells in its face and calm down.
Good. I'm ready to. We should move on.
Anybody else doing anything right now?
Do I find anything
trying
on
to-
this guy?
Oh, did I not resolve that? I'm sorry. One second.
I'll take his gold helmet if I can.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
walk
definitely
back.
find that. He also has a very decorative spear that he's holding there. It's kind of a gleaming silver, chrome color. It has a few different jewels going down there. With also, it's got those leather straps kind of going down it, and other bits of little bone and metal that clang together to make a certain sound. Let's see here. He also has a purse, a coin purse on him, containing 2,000 credits. And what else? I think that's it on this guy. Sorry about that.
So, you said you're
Uh,
having pretty good dreams. What
I've-
happened to you?
It was strange. I do not know.
Maybe we shouldn't go picking up odd things on the floor.
But, you were able to touch it, correct?
No, I didn't try to touch it.
Or to Keb.
I had no problem handling it.
We could always take
Strange.
we could take the red cloth on our shoulders and use it to pick up things and clean it off and take a look at it later if you like.
Yes, we should be more mindful. Is there?
My spine will stand up straight, and I'll look towards the approach. And I said, "People are approaching."
Well, Mr. Mayor, are you going to go out there and welcome your citizens as such?
Are there any other exits to this room
Hmm?
aside from the one we came in?
No.
Yes, there.
Ruhe looks very concerned. And he's going to kind of get back here. He's not sure exactly, because somebody said that they thought people were approaching.
Yeah, there are
Okay.
people approaching.
Why are you so concerned? You're the mayor now.
Yes, she's right.
Well, the city that I'm mayor of is completely destroyed. I have no idea who could be coming.
Well, if it's citizens, if it's survivors, don't you think you should welcome them?
Yes. Yeah, I'd better go do that. He's going to make his way up the steps.
It would be better to greet them from a
I'm
position
gonna
of
follow
power.
him.
We
I'll
might
follow behind him a little bit with my blaster out.
Something's very wrong here.
Be
I'm gonna
mindful.
crouch behind the table.
We did scare off a group of Doug when we arrived here. They seemed to mistake us for some kind of mafia group. This could be them returning in force to deal with our perceived threat, you know.
And shouldn't we come up here and be prepared to get the jump on them as they come in?
Get to the high ground.
Eric, did you ever see my response to you?
Who?
Did you see my response to you on Discord?
Oh.
You half typed a sentence and then it stopped, so that's why I'm wondering what the rest of the sentence is supposed to mean.
There you go. Fruhe kind of like jolts, and then he's like, "Oop, I almost forgot," and then he turns around. He comes back down here, and he jingles the belt that he has for the insectomorph.
Yeah.
Gaining its attention. What's that?
He's taking it with him.
And then he walks back here and he picks up the Doug leader and slumps it over the back of the insectomorph. And I'm just going to delete him just so that it's easier for me to control them both. And then he's going to continue shaking this thing and have the insectomorph follow him out of the building. So he's going to go up to the upper layer.
Ah, yes. Angry masses are often excited. Their leader's dead body displayed before them by their conquering race.
Did he not notice in his haste that I took the helmet and the spear, or did he not care?
He did not notice.
I'm guessing that's probably like chapter 12 in that book of subjugation.
Look, the dead body of your leader. Fear us. Pretty effective, actually.
It can be.
Especially when there's, spikes involved.
Is anyone else doing anything crazy down here?
Unless there's something we're unaware of, I believe we've searched everything and have gathered everything there is to gather.
Oops. Anyone staying down here? Everyone going up to the upper floor?
Safety in numbers, I guess.
I'll bring up the rear. Make sure that we don't miss anything down here.
So we are going to move to the upper floor. I'm going to bring over my insectomorph buddy, Rainco.
He's huge. He grew in size.
I can't remember how big he was. He was about that big. I don't know.
You're blind. How do you know?
I can sense.
So
The smell got more intense.
Yes.
as you walk up the stairs, you can. Some of you can see two Duran people out here. They have blue scarves around their shoulder. Let me get into my notes here. Apologies.
It's okay. How dare a DM have notes to refer to?
DM loading screen.
Horrible.
I know, you should have eidetic memory. You know, anything that happens in the last 30 days, you should know.
So the this one right here begins speaking to you. Come out with your hands up. We've got the building surrounded. You are on Blue Crew's turf. If you hand over your loot and go to your section of the city, we won't have any problems.
Oh joy, a case of mistaken identity.
Were we told a section to go search in? I don't recall the guy saying, like, 10 words to us.
He didn't. He told us what to go look for, but he didn't give us the section.
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
They're
Did you even
bullies.
tell us
I
what to
wasn't
look for?
there.
You said valuable salvage. You didn't even specify what
Yeah.
was valuable.
Just so you guys are aware, you do see that both of these guys are holding blaster pistols, and they are pointed at this door. Just as a reminder, you do have exits over here, and I put a block here just to show that that is now passable. The other doorways over here are still covered with scrap, so you wouldn't be able to quickly escape in that area. But just so you have all of your options available to you.
I got
Say we get out there.
the scrap that's on the side. Is it like completely covering it where we can't see through it, or is it like it's a few feet tall where it would be difficult to climb over, but we can see over it?
The rubble on the outside of the doors here is high enough where you can't really see out of the,
Okay.
here and here. Both of them they're just too high. You can't see outside of the building other than this doorway, and then you can see out over here where it's passable if you choose to move over in that direction.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move over this direction.
So we turn over the insectomorph and let them take whatever scrap they want, and apologize profusely for the misunderstanding and leave, correct?
I'm gonna go down.
Do your thing.
I'm going to step up at least to the entrance and like hold up my hands and say, "We're so sorry. We did not intend to disturb anyone or pass upon turf that was not ours. We will gladly turn over the beast that we so bravely located within the ruins here, and any scrap that can be found is yours, of course. We will leave without fuss."
Fruhe is going to walk up in front of you, Sai, and he's going to use an arm and push you back. And he's going to say, I am the mayor of this city, and you must leave these people alone.
He's going to get shot, but I appreciate the gesture anyway.
The leader here, he points his blaster pistol right at Fruhe's head. And
I'm gonna shoot him first.
you're going to shoot the blue guy?
The
Fruhe.
leader. Yeah.
Can
I
I
went
ready
around
an
the side
action
for a
to?
reason.
What's that?
I went around the side for a reason.
Where are you? Oh, okay. Let's let's roll initiative.
Sure. I mean,
I do.
I take it you are not one for discussing before shooting, no?
Do you have the tracker app?
Didn't discuss.
Now I do.
Nice.
Sorry about
Nice.
Let me-
oh, that's. Come on, everyone.
1 second here. You guys all. I'm gonna delete your old ones.
Oh, are we re-rolling?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta give Dash that one.
You got to give
No,
Kev
I'm
that
not-
one.
No, I'm gonna give you guys that one. I'm saying I'm gonna delete the one from the previous encounter.
Here, I'll press it again so I appear.
Well, Kev, you rolled a 5 this time.
5.18, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Fruhe, I'm gonna re-roll. Dash is up there. Okay. Sai, you re-rolled. Okay, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's right.
I don't see my name. I don't see me in the turn order.
Did you roll?
I re-rolled, but
Was your token selected when you hit the reroll?
nope.
Dash. I can put you in there.
I forgot that's the thing. I'll do it. Oh, it's because I have the measuring device. I mean, I think I still.
I must be
Pretty
close.
much.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna delete your old one here. Oh shoot! I just deleted someone else.
That was Kev.
Can I,
Oh, that's okay. That means I can roll again, maybe get it higher.
Kev? You had a 5.
He had a
I
five.
did.
There you go. Let me. Sorry, I got to get into these things and roll initiative here. I was kind of struggling with this earlier, trying to figure it out.
Can be very counterintuitive.
We don't have Agleas in there.
Okay.
Do you want me to re-roll it?
I can manually add it. I just need to figure out where you're at. What was your roll?
16.
16. Okay. And then Fruhe. Oh man. Oh, I'm just gonna have to manually roll because it's not letting me.
The whole initiative tracker disappeared for me.
Oh, yeah.
My fault.
It's all good.
All right. I'm going to reveal a little bit more here since you're outside the building. And then we will be ready. All right. So, Dash, from where you're standing, you can see two more. You can see two more Blue Crew. There's one standing here. His name. What?
If that's the case, I'm going to shoot one of the ones off on the side.
Okay.
As a way to indicate.
So this one right here is a Latero species. If anyone played Jedi Fallen Order, that's the same species as Grease, the pilot of the spaceship you take in that game. Over here, there is a...
I'm playing it right now.
Are you? It's
Yeah,
very good.
good game.
I love it. Over there is a female Ratataki species. Their name is Ghostus Van. And I guess you don't need to know her name because she's, you don't know their names, but
It's okay.
yeah. So you're going to target somebody else? Oh, I better roll for these evildoers. What am I doing?
I'm going to target the one that's closest to me that's hidden. And I'm going to yell out, after I shoot at them, I'm going to yell out, they have ones hidden around the side, and I'm going to duck behind the garbage. So shoot, yell, duck.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, where is initiative in the player character sheet?
Top.
Top.
Top, middle, between
next
armor class.
Yeah.
Initiative. Okay.
And you have to be selecting their token at the same time. Oh yeah, you got it.
Cultivate insectomorph.
She's going to be all of their turn.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so she'll be right after the insectomorph there. I'm going to move Talus up a little bit. And Aglaya. So I've got it in the correct order here. And
You should be able to go in and set it by descending. So you don't have to do each one individually.
It was set up like that before, but then when I deleted stuff, it went all manual. All right. I'm sorry. You'll have to repeat, Dash, what you were doing. You said which one are you targeting?
I am targeting, that one. This one.
The Latero?
Yeah.
Okay. And you made a roll for that already?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Um,
13 is going to hit.
okay. I guess I need to just roll damage. So 4 damage. You did not do that.
You did 4 damage?
4 damage. And then I'm going to duck behind. Or you know what? I'll go inside here, actually. 5, 10, 25. I shouted out that they have some hidden around the side.
All right. The insectomorph is just simply following whatever Fruhe tells it to do, given that he's holding the belt that makes that certain sound that the rider makes. So next we will go to the bad guys. Let's see here. So this guy over here, the Latero, he is going to hide behind this rubble here, and he's going to try to peek out and see if he can see you over there. That's going to pretty much be it for his turn.
Sure.
The leader here, Azul, he's going to roll to see if he can hit Fruhe, and he's pointing right at his head. Let's see here.
Fruhe's only got 7 hit points.
He does.
For now.
I mean, if he survives, he might gain more.
He's a third level character.
Azul is going to miss Fruhe.
Do all their names
Side
mean
of-
blue?
No. Let's see here. Sai, does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, all right. Sorry. All right. Azul is going to kind of gesture to his brother right here to hunt down Dash. So he's also going to go around this way. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to move right there. And he's going to ready his blaster. And, gosh, let's see here. Ghostis is going to get closer to this wall here and just be at the ready, waiting for anyone to come out. And that will end the bad guy's turn. Talus.
All right. Well, upon hearing this blaster fire, Talus is going to move ahead. What I would like to do is step into side space and attempt to. I want to grab Fuher and Fruhe and pull him back, basically to throw him back here. I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay, you can make a roll for that.
Okay. So using my martial arts, I can make a grapple check with dexterity.
All right, yeah, you grapple him, no problem, and he is moved behind you. He's quite
Okay.
shook by this, or shaken, as some people might say, given that that's the correct word to say. And that's yeah.
He is
No.
shaken, not shook.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Not stirred.
Yep.
Waiting for someone to say it.
Yeah. So I will pull him back to kind of just throw him behind the wall, and I will remain there, sort of kind of behind cover. And I'll sort of just look at him like, stay.
Sounds good. Aglaya. Oh, are you going to text that? Do you want to do anything in particular, Cody, during this turn?
Yeah, so I'm going to use Quicken, and I'm going to do 2 casts.
Okay.
And do 2 shocks at this guy.
2 shocks?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, go ahead. You can roll for that. I don't know what the roll is, but I guess it's just a... Is it a... There you go. That hits. The first one hits. The second one hits as well. So you can roll damage for both of those.
10 damage in total to the one in the back. So you see 2 streaks of lightning come right after another, almost instantaneously hit this guy in his chest.
He's going to, kind of writhe in pain as he gets shocked. Does that cause any...
It causes any flammable not being worn or carried in the area to combust.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna be completely shocked by this. He's not quite dead, but he does slump to the ground, and he looks quite hurt.
That'll be my... I can still move back 1 square. And that's my turn. You see, like, both lightning bolts went around the Cathar's head, just around in pinpoint accuracy, hits him in the chest.
Nice.
Scent of singed cat fur.
All that ionized air.
Is side
you know
of
what I
an
mean? Like,
afro then?
Hell no.
So one thing that I didn't pay attention to the first session, we didn't really get into it too much, is just the force powers and tech powers, the spending your points. So just make sure that you take those out of your...
yeah, if I do cast those, this is an at-will.
Oh, it's an at-will? Sweet. Then no problem there. That's a strong at-will. That's awesome.
Quicken uses 2 points, so I use those, but the regular bolt is just an at-will.
Sweet. Yeah, so then it is Sai's turn.
I'm going to press past Talus and grab onto Fruhe's arm and say, "Come now, let the others take care of this. You don't need to involve yourself. Sure you're safe. They clearly don't recognize your authority." And I'm just going to try and urge him further back.
He's completely willing to go with you.
Awesome. Retreat behind the insectomorph.
Okay.
And that'll be me. I'll just keep him safe because he's my meal ticket and I don't want him face blasted
You're saying
off.
that with him around?
Ah,
What's that?
I'm asking if she's saying that with him around.
hell no. This is internal monologue.
Okay.
The things I'm saying out loud are, "You were so brave to step out there. I felt so protected, but these ruffians, they cannot be reasoned with."
Sounds good. E1, it is your turn.
Okay. I will take a little stroll out this direction. As I'm walking this way, do I see this person here?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take out my slug pistol and I'll take a shot. I'll make it a goading attack. Oh, sorry. I'll use my bonus action to analyze first. So I will completely focus on this individual. And I'm going to use my analysis. Okay. Now that I've analyzed, let me make sure I can also use my goading attack.
Do you need any information for me for having analyzed?
When my attack and damage rolls with finesse property stuff can use my intelligence modifier. But no, it's just for me. It's just for my use so that I can use intelligence. I don't gain any insight or anything yet unless I take something that allows me to gain more information. I'll let you know if I do. So right now it just lets me use my intelligence.
He's
Give me the
role-playing that
robot
robot.
So I'm zoned in. I'm going to use my...
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I'm not
Sad
sure
part
if
is
that
I
had-
understood that when he was speaking really fast.
Yeah.
I really do know Bionic
Oh,
or
there it is.
binary.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
It's okay. So that's 9 damage. Well, with my goading attack that I called, it's also going to add my superiority die to the damage roll. So I'm gonna. So that's 12 damage, and they make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 11.
That is a failure. They will have disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me. Until the end of their next turn.
Sounds good. This slug pistol hits her like right in the chest up here. It doesn't completely kill her, but she is really looking hurt. So yeah, you really really gave her a good slugging there. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Fruhe here is going to just sort of huddle with Sai back here and kind of wait out his turn.
Can I ask if he had any kind of reaction to the lightning? Did he seem disturbed by that, upset by it? Did he seem grateful that he was being protected? Like, what was his reaction
He
to
did not
that?
notice it. He was infatuated with you. So he was turned towards you, and he just didn't even see it go on behind him. He's distracted.
Good to
Even
know.
though Sai was right in the middle of the lightning working around her head.
Oh yeah, was he back there when that happened?
Sai
He was
was
up front.
in
He was-
between the attacker and the...
He was right here then.
He was right here and Sai was right here.
All right. I'm still going to say that he was somehow distracted and did not notice.
Good, because I would hate to think I'd have to kill him. That would suck.
I'm sorry, Keb, it's your turn.
I gotta refresh the page here. Glitching. Sorry. 10 seconds.
You're good. Just so you know, 10 seconds is technically your whole turn. So.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Plus 4 more seconds.
So I'm thinking I probably should move up to here. And guys, do we really have to fight? I mean, you can always just surrender to us. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you. And if they don't respond in a positive manner, I'm going to electrocute their asses.
The leader is going to bow down to this. He's going to put his hands up. And yeah, he's going to use that reaction to say, "Hey, guys, enough." And yeah, they're gonna sort of retreat a little back towards their guy here.
Do I hear that?
I mean, I wasn't fire.
Yeah, I hear that, Dash.
I mean, if someone else, decides to end the ceasefire that I'm trying to broker, I mean, that's up to them.
Tempted.
I'm just gonna hold my action in case the ceasefire breaks to basically use my overload ability.
Tempted by the love of my blaster.
Especially when they're all
Um,
grouped up, that AoE is gonna really hurt them.
Yeah, I don't really have an AoE.
Let's see here. So he's gonna, while he's down there, he's just gonna say like, fine, you guys take the council building. Just, go back to your section when you're done, please.
Out of curiosity, where is our section? Because we weren't told about any section.
All right. He's gonna kind of flip up this map here. I'm gonna move you guys there just so you can see it. This very hastily drawn and color-coded map. Do you guys all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
deep in crypt territory. We should get back to bed.
There's a red circle around it there. That's a
So it looked like Simon Says.
yeah.
I'm sure you guys can read it up there, but yeah, that dark red circle is the pod racing track. It's all labeled here. But yeah, Poro, before you guys got there, sectioned off the city for everyone, and he told the other crews where to go. You were just late, and he just told you to go to, and didn't bother explaining any of that to you guys.
Terrible boss.
Now,
Yeah,
Hey, they get a bigger square than we do.
if we get rid of blue and we clear up blue and red, we will be even better off.
That sounds like more work for us, though. Now we got
Yeah.
2 sections we gotta work through.
But we're trying to get out of here faster, right?
They have a nice ship.
Yeah, and they have a
Bet
nicer
it's
ship.
nice. I'll bet it's nicer than ours.
Hey,
I sincerely doubt our boss is going to be appreciative if we take out one of his crews and steal their ship.
not
Do we have a
steal.
boss? I thought we were
Yes,
coming here for free.
Pharaoh.
We're not stealing. We're trading.
Yeah, killing them and trading up is not the same thing as trading.
We don't have to necessarily kill them. We just trade ships.
I'm gonna move you guys back to the.
You can trade your color bands as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
since we already did their job for them, partly.
Have we, though? Because I don't think we've collected really anything
We collected the mayor.
value.
The mayor, that's pretty valuable.
But is he salvage?
There are some
Can
nice
be.
storage boxes below.
Technically,
I suppose slavery is legal in this galaxy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to Dash's turn here. If that's it for you, Kev.
Yeah,
Like they're kind of surrendering in their.
I'm holding my action until the ceasefire breaks.
Yeah.
Hoping it doesn't.
I'm going to have my blaster behind some rubble to give myself some cover. and I'm going to shout, "Hey, pretty nice ship you have there. In fact, it reminds me of a ship I used to have. I think I would like to pilot it again. Why don't you take the smaller one and we'll take this one?"
He's going to yell to his guys to get on the ship. And they're going to attempt to run that way, but they don't have any more movement left, so they're pointed that direction.
Oh, if I hurt, I'm gonna hold my action to attack the moment I see one of my party members attack. I don't want to necessarily get us into a fight that.
Okay.
Again, you
No.
mean?
Hey, they came in threatening us. We didn't know anything about the sections. I was just defending us.
Uh,
Preemptively.
Yeah, exactly.
That totally holds up in a court of law.
I mean, it can. If we
the
have
ex-
badges, it will.
Well,
is
none
that
of
it for your turn, Dash?
we have
Yeah.
bands.
So it's the Insectomorph's turn. It's just going to continue kind of standing there, not really doing anything. It's holding its turn. It doesn't have anything that it feels like doing or wanting to do. And then it's the bad guys. They're going to board their ship and leave as quickly as humanly possible. As Star Wars-y, speciesly as possible, they're going to leave.
So they didn't respond to the call for swapping ships? Or
Nope.
I have a feeling not.
did they hear it?
They
Yeah.
did, but they just said, let's just get the heck out of here, and they bolted for their ship.
The moment
Uh,
I said it, they're like, "Okay, we're leaving now."
yeah. Let's see here. So there you go. They are gone. You can see them kind of flying up above the city, and they're kind of just holding up there, hoping that you'll leave the council building and they can come back down.
So so we basically took the basketball court, and they're kind of off on the side by the gate, just standing there watching us.
Mm-hmm. Because
Gotcha.
they still want to patrol their section, and they're definitely not going to go into your section.
Hey, will you guys please leave? Please.
In the interest of maintaining this tenuous peace, why don't we load ourselves onto our ship and retreat to our section?
Okay.
We got
Is there
what we
anything
wanted.
of value that
I don't
does
cause
anyone know what
being
we're supposed to actually be
told.
grabbing? Does this guy want power coils? Does this guy want just scrap plating? I mean,
Yeah.
You're the
Can we
engineer.
I can-
That's all.
list of
I can
what
give
we're
you-
supposed to be grabbing.
I can give you a few examples if you'd like.
What like I don't know about it, so E1 isn't asking this, but
Yeah, you don't know.
I was just gonna ask if like the storage boxes we've been finding all this stuff in are those like the one with the lock on it, for sure. Is that the kind of stuff they're looking for?
So I'll just say this: examples of things that he is looking for. Anything and everything he can sell to make money. That's it. Anything you bring back that's valuable, he's going to want.
I'm gonna look into
Weapons, big chunks of valuable metal, droids,
working components.
Well, I
pets,
found a droid.
Droid parts.
credits.
Yeah, he wants credits because
Yeah.
we some.
Sell them for double their value. I mean, really.
You guys right now are, like I said, when you walked into that junkyard, you are employed pretty much. Like everyone that goes there voluntarily, but they have to put in their day's work. and they can leave with some credits at the end of the day. There's not much for after this city is destroyed, so there's quite a few people that are kind of just sitting around chomping at the bit to get any work that they can get. And you guys walked in here and you got red crew and you got assigned your section of the city for the day. So he's kind of, he's just sitting there waiting for whatever you bring back.
Okay. I go through the stuff on the side to see if there's anything that looks like it's working, anything that looks like it might be valuable.
You don't see anything. This is wall rubble, so this is like broken glass and concrete, and yeah. So there's not really in these. I put these images here, but it's pretty much just, anything valuable you guys would have already found when you came through the first time. You can make another investigation check and maybe look around the building if you'd like to, but yeah, you did already kind of search this area here.
Investigation.
So did you guys just discuss out loud, like trying to look for stuff
I
that
take a good lot.
4-0 can take? Or did you just wordlessly get to work? I think everything stopped on my end.
I imagine 90%
What
of
was
that
that?
conversation was in-game conversation.
Okay. I'm going to say, is he going to want all of the weapons and credits that we've found today?
Oh, I'm sure, but that doesn't mean we're turning it over to him.
We don't have to necessarily get to him.
I imagine he's going to accept whatever.
Do we
give
have to
him as far as
necessarily
making-
go to him?
If we don't want trouble in the future, probably.
I mean, it's his ship. I'm pretty sure he's got a tracking. Just
I
guessing.
assume he would like his ship back.
We also don't want the bucket of bolts anyway. It'd be much better if we could afford our
I
own.
know.
I mean, I could probably build a better ship than that.
There we go.
We're not leaving the planet with that ship.
Yeah.
So I am going to, just so you guys know your options, I didn't really point out other places on this map. So from that map, you can see that there's an Imperial barracks up on the upper right-hand corner. Can you see that arrow?
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the map, he had kind of just hastily written there's an Imperial barracks up that way. There is also a big city called Dapidal down here in the right-hand corner, the bottom. The scrapyard is back in the middle of the pod racing track here. And then you've got, the purple section, the red section of the city you can go to. There's also the grandstand for pod races and the casino over here, which is, an area you can go to as well. Trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to turn off the turn order. Ruhe is going to tell Sai that he needs to go to Dapidal. Let's see here. I'm going to look at my notes again.
I don't have any money.
What was the name of the old mayor, by the way?
Yeah, I know.
Lo and Kodriv.
Okay.
Basically, Fruhe tells Sai that he's kind of whispering to I need to get back to Dapidal City to talk to Ozik about me taking over the mayor role.
Who's Ozik?
Ozik is the magistrate of the entire planet. He's a big deal.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, forgive me. I must The blaster fire must have spooked me more than I thought. I, of course, knew that. However, how will you get there? You have no transport, and surely the insectomorph won't be able to carry you the full distance. You must stay with us, and we can arrange passage for you.
Why don't you come with us? We'll clean up the section that we need to a little bit so we can say we did it, and then we'll go to the city.
All right, but we still got to take this insectomorph back to his descendants.
Will you not fit in the ship? We could maybe arrange with Pro to return it to its proper place.
Sounds good. The king's children need to get the insectomorph. He kind of explains that the insectomorph lives. The insectomorphs get handed down from generation to generation, so it's sort of like a pet, but it also lives longer than the family. So when the rider with the belt dies, all of that needs to get handed down to the next one. Fruhe wants to maintain this peace with the Dugs, and so he wants to respect their traditions, and he wants to bring the insectomorph back, but he also wants to get to Dapidal to tell Ozzy Stern that he's taken over as mayor of the ruins of Sebdo City.
How far away is this place where the insectomorph needs to go? How long a distance would we need to travel?
Well, we need to go to the Doug City. It's over near the mountains, and he kind of gestures over there. You can see the mountains, but they are quite a ways off. Just from the map here, you can see that it's about twice the distance back to the scrapyard. It's about a half-hour, flight from that you took coming from the scrapyard to the council chambers. So it's going to take you about an hour to get to the Doug Forest area up here, where the and Fruhe could lead you there.
We could maybe make time to do this. So I'm sure the royal family of the Dugs would be extremely grateful if we were to bring this creature back to them, if it is as valuable as Fruhe says. Yeah, I know that it would be a great gesture on our part, a kindness we would be doing for them.
Thank you, Sai. And he just kind of, does his infatuated little cooing.
I think only with my heart, my dear.
It would be good to have allies.
Of course, that would be an excellent side benefit to doing this greatly nice thing.
All right, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that I left you guys on the map and you can't do anything.
It's okay.
Yeah, can we get the insectomorph on the ship? That is a good question.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Let's see here. So Dash, you were investigating?
Yeah, just doing a once over, kind of around it, make sure we got everything.
Sounds good. You do see over here there's a chest that was missed the first time you came through.
Okay. Well, I go over and I try to open it.
A sudden crackle of lightning.
Yeah, I actually thought about traps, but
Everything else has been trapped in here. I mean, why would this be any different?
I mean, outside, I figured it might not be trapped because of kids, but
There.
we'll find out.
So in here you find a vibro dagger.
Vibro dagger.
And you find a chronometer.
What's a chronometer?
A watch.
It's a watch. Yeah.
Sci-fi word for watch.
Yeah. You also find a grapple. It's got 50 feet of cord. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So just to clarify, with the investigation that has been done, we're pretty confident anything of value or that could potentially be seen as valuable to the scrapyard is collected already from this site.
Yes.
Okay.
What was this second thing? It was the blade, the grapple, and what was the other thing?
Chronometer, the watch.
Chronometer. Okay.
Mhm. It's like
And-
chrono meter.
Sci-fi
So
watch.
yeah, you also do see that over on the side of the map there is a sort of a trail. It's where the Doug left, but that according to the map you got is getting into the purple section of the city. So there is that way, and then you can fly or walk to the red section of the city down using this path here.
Hey, what
I
is
mean, I'm
blue
imagining
and red?
leaving
It's
our
not
ship
purple.
in the blue section after shooting the blue people might make them want to salvage our ship. So probably better take the ship to our
I
section
personally
to
think we
avoid them
should go
salvaging
visit
it.
the Doug people.
Hmm.
Climb on the ship and travel to the Doug city.
I think we
We
should do
want
at
to take
least
at least
clean up
half hour
section.
of actually grabbing crap.
We could do that when we get back.
If we get back.
That way we don't have extra weight weighing us down as we travel. It might be even faster.
We might find something that's worth something that we could sell ourselves.
To who? Poro?
Or
There's
the
always
Doug.
somebody with money. When there's a bunch of poor people, there's going to be at least one person with money.
Well, if you have any contacts in this burnt out shell of a city, I would be excited to meet them.
Maybe you shall.
I'm going to encourage Fruhe to go load the insect on the ship, and while he's doing that, I'm going to confront Aglaya.
Okay. He's going to happily do that. He's going to jingle his belt from the dead king in front of the Insectimore. And he will move it into the cargo area of the ship here.
While he is out of sight, I'm basically going to walk over to her, and I'm going to reach out and just delicately hook a claw into the front, whatever she's wearing, and say, "You do realize that Force users are basically illegal. That being found with one, especially those that are able to harness Force powers such as yours, is essentially a death sentence. So, before you go using those powers in the future, please take into consideration the lives of others that are with you, because whether or not we know you or care about your survival, we are now in your proximity, which puts us in the blast zone in the event that the Empire becomes aware of your presence. I would hate to have to kill you to prevent myself from suffering a similar fate." And then I will very gently unhook my claw and smooth down the fabric and say, "Nice light show, by the way."
So,
And then I'm going to walk away to
Yeah,
go.
let's avoid
hold
the
on.
Empire.
So
if we
before
can.
you walk away, I'll say, well, so two things. First,
I'm going to have Sai roll an intimidation there.
I ain't got none of that.
are we doing a charisma roll-off?
Yeah.
This was
All
simply
right.
a friendly suggestion.
So do I roll my intimidation as well, or what?
Yeah, I think it's. Do you know?
Insight is the
Insight.
opposing.
I'm gonna go. Ooh. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
So you were pretty shaken, not shook, by the words of the cat lady as she walks by you.
At least you believe me.
It was a display I have not seen in some time.
I think that we should talk more inside.
Yes, she is right.
Within earshot of the trophy that she's got.
We'll save this for another time.
No, he was in the ship.
You guys are
Well,
free
no,
to
but they
talk
said
in the
let's
council
talk this
building.
inside the ship. And I was like, with the trophy that she's got,
Up in
a
there.
conversation inside the ship probably wouldn't be a good idea either. Especially if you don't want the fur to fly.
Literally flying.
So I don't understand why it rolled twice.
She's rolling with advantage on.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
so it's always the leftmost, unless I actually have advantage or disadvantage.
It's just an option we set up to save time if you ever need it.
Oh, okay.
On my screen, it pops up with a box. I have to select whether I want regular, advantage, or disadvantage. Well,
Allow me to return these to their rightful place.
I guess who's flying this bucket? I think we had the droid last time when he blew up. So you guys want me to fly?
I could fly.
Does this droid know how to fly?
I do, but I didn't fly last time.
Well, who flew us last time?
I think we just got here.
With
I don't
autopilot.
Fruhe flew. He's a pilot, right?
Why don't how about E1 and Cab, you roll off for it?
Oh, I lost.
Oh, I'm rolling off. One sec here, I'm gonna roll off. Watch me roll off.
Technically better.
All right.
I'm gonna just slowly take over as I see that you're not doing things right.
Got your back, Jack.
Oh man.
No, more left rudder, left rudder, left rudder.
So you guys begin to ascend into the sky. You can see Blue Crew. They're just kind of hovering there, waiting for you to leave.
Oh, they finally left.
Let's fly casually past them.
Wave.
Yeah. So where are you headed here?
Well, I know we got
You
one
guys-
I'm
for
going
Doug.
to Doug City, but we also had people that wanted to go to the red zone and do some scrap action first.
Yeah.
And you guys can split up if you want to. I'm fine with that.
How? We only have one ship.
It was fly past. And
We could drop
Yeah,
half of where you are in the red zone, and the rest of us could go to the zone.
Just drop them off.
Cut this ship in half.
Yeah.
Dang
You
I
it!
have
don't know,
the-
2 bolts.
We
They
got
might
the
do that.
blue ship. We could have done this.
What's that?
If we'd taken possession of the blue ship, we could have done this.
Hey,
You can
I
drop
would
them off. It's up to you guys. It's up to the pilot.
Hindsight.
If you want to go to the city, I'm down, but
We should return. Make sure he is returned safely.
We also don't have room for scrap until we get rid of this giant
Yeah.
bug thing.
I guess.
It may benefit us to have done them this gesture.
E1.
I'm flying over the red section. So I fly over to the red section and I come down low to the ground. And I'm going to flip my head around and quickly ask, is anybody getting out to start the search?
Well, wait.
I intend to ensure this one has a safe return to his.
Yes, we must make sure that the bug is returned to his people. It is the most important task we have. Clearly.
Let's just get it over with.
And then I'm gonna
Putting it on a
continue.
bit thick, are you, Si?
I think only with my heart, Talus. If they wish to, reward us for such a kindly gesture as returning the body of their king and his great steed to them, then who am I to turn away such monetary recompense?
Did we actually grab the king's body,
I
or
think
is
that
that
was
still sitting in the basement?
It's on the creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fruhe did that for you because he knows how important it was.
There's
Nathan,
more
he
more
won.
to be gained from this than just material.
Of
Okay.
So
course.
I'm gonna just
The
keep
good people,
until we leave
alliances.
the red area. I'm gonna be like low to the ground, and then as soon as we get out of the city, I'll just take off a little bit higher and over to the Dug Forest.
Do you want to
course.
just draw me your path?
Credits.
Did you hear me, Yuan?
Sorry. What? I was reading something. Reading the book.
I just want Nathan to draw his flight path.
I don't know
Yeah, straight to
exactly
the scrapyard.
where we're going yet. I'm just going toward the mountains.
Fruhe can direct you, and he's pointing over in this area right here.
Okay, then I'll continue onward.
He's gonna pat you on the head, Fruhe is, and tell you thank you.
Does he see the spear and shield that I'm kind of carrying around?
Yeah.
Does he say anything?
No, he doesn't say anything.
Okay.
So you get right about here. This is about 40 minutes into your flight, because it takes quite a while. And you hear a voice come on the over the speaker, and you recognize it as Poro Breen. Red Crew, where are you going?
Pilots?
I'm gonna spout off some binary and see if he speaks it. Or we have communications on the ship, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say to this person whose voice I do not recognize, I'm going to say, we are on an errand. We have our focus a little split at the moment. We will something about we're traveling to the Dug. I trust the voice.
And you said it was in binary?
Yes.
Red Crew, what the hell is going on over there? Return to the scrapyard, or I will have to pursue you. This is my ship.
Then perhaps we should turn around to avoid hostilities. We can simply let him know that our pilot is malfunctioning. We are removing him from his position and returning to the red area.
Fruhe is going to talk to you, Sai. Come on, we can just get over there quick. There's no way he's going to blast past us. We can go to the Dug area. We can drop off the insectomorph and come back.
It's nearly 2 hours, my love. I don't think we can manage it without at least suit, and then we will have will of our employer against us. Surely you do not wish to place us in further danger.
But what's he going to do with me and the insectomorph when we get there? I need to bring these back to his descendants.
He will do nothing because we will simply leave you in safety outside the scrapyard before we go in and turn our findings over to Poro, and then we will have money to get a conveyance to the Dug people and to return to Depodel with you so that you can take your position as mayor of the city, well earned as it is.
Oh, sorry about that audio issue. I don't know what time it cut out on me.
Oh, gotcha. So Fruhe is really insistent upon going to the Dug Kingdom. And Sai is trying to convince him to go back to the scrapyard. So can you roll Sai to what is that? Persuade me? Persuasion check, I guess. And you can, because he is charmed, so you can roll that with advantage, I believe.
I go and I sit on his lap and I cup his chin in my hands and I purr. And I say, we'll do everything we can for you, Fruhe. I would not wish you to be delayed by our needs. I would not wish to bring Poro against us. It would simply make things too difficult for us.
He's gonna clutch his new mayoral pin. He's just gonna. Okay.
Thank you. I promise we will not delay more than we must. So, are we able to go back to the red zone, or Poro is asking us to go to the scrapyard now?
I
You
think
guys
we
can
go
choose.
back to red zone.
Okay.
You guys can choose. He's mainly just not liking that you guys are taking his ship off course.
Yeah.
I will look to Cab and say, tell him our droid is malfunctioning and we are returning to the red zone immediately. And then get us turned around before he decides to send someone to investigate.
Okay. I jump on the comms.
Take over piloting. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
We're having technical difficulties with our navigational droid, and we've remedied those, and we'll be returning to our designated area.
So you found a navigational droid for me. Excellent.
Oh, no, that's the one you left us with when we got on the ship.
Quite damaged. It looks like it might blow up at any moment, doesn't it?
That E1 unit.
I don't remember any E1 unit.
Well,
Just
we'll be
In the
sure
junk,
to
it was
bring
in the
that
scrapyard,
to him.
right next to the ship.
Collect what you can, Red Crew, and get back here before sundown.
You know, normally I hate saying it. For some reason, right now, I really love it, but I told you.
Oh, Dash. You are so irritating.
Is it because I'm right,
Is
or is it because I'm right?
is the owner of the insectomorph in the cabin with us?
The
He's
dead
dead.
one is.
Where's the alive one?
There is no alive one. The alive ones are up in the Dug Forest area here. They are
Yes.
the descendants of the king. They're actually twin children who are the next in line to receive this insectomorph.